Hey everybody, it's Taylor with Boydston Grove, and today we're going to make some trivets 3 different ways. Let's get into it. Last year I made this little trivet out of oak, and this year my wife Christina asked me if I wouldn't mind making a few more before the holidays are over. I might be cutting it a little close. For the first trivet, I stuck with a classic waffle pattern design. I cut some leftover pieces of hickory and walnut to 1 inch by 1/2 inch by 9 inches long. Now I can already hear people saying, ooh, leftover walnut must be nice, but these are actually cutoffs that I've picked up at my local woodworking store. If you go to any Woodcraft or Rockler, there's always a section, whether it's a bin, rack, or box, that's full of cut-off pieces of wood. You can pick up some really nice wood like this without breaking the bank. Yeah, it may not be big enough for a bed frame or something, but it's really nice for projects like this. I made sure to sand all the pieces before assembly. I used the strips I cut off for spacers and then started assembly. A lot of people like using halving joints for these style trivets, but the glue and the pin nail should be plenty strong enough. This little cordless Makita pin nailer is awesome. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Once assembled, I cleaned up the edges over at the table saw. Then I used some boiled linseed oil for the finish. For trivet number 2, I used a few pieces of cherry. Christina said she wanted one trivet in the shape of a lemon, so I drew out what I thought looked like a lemon and cut it out. Close enough.
No, not even close.
I traced the 2 ends of the lemon shape onto my second piece of cherry and cut those out. Then I used my table saw to rip the rest of the wood down to 1 inch wide strips. I tried to keep the grain somewhat consistent when laying out the pieces. I just eyeballed the spacing and again used glue and pin nails. I went ahead and added a hole to the trivet so it could be hung on the wall. Then it was off to sanding.
Smooth.
With my professionally mounted router, I put a round over on the top and bottom edges. After a final sanding, I applied some Odie's oil for the finish and then added a strip of leather for it to hang by. The leather will cause the trivet to not sit flat, so I also added some little feet on the bottom. For the third trivet, I wanted to recreate the one that I made last year with a few tweaks. I used oak again, but this time I used a thicker piece. I went with an apple shape and decided to make the gaps wider and further apart than my last one. I'm working on my freehand routing, so I secured the piece to my bench top and went to town, just taking my time and making several passes to get the depth that I wanted. Turned out not too shabby, if I say so myself.
Okay, that's not too bad.
With absolutely no carving skills whatsoever, I set to work to add detail to the leaf and stem of my apple. I am without a doubt using these carving tools incorrectly. I sanded this one by hand, going up to 320 grit. Then I used some Odie's oil for the finish. Apparently this one is supposed to hang on the wall also, but I didn't want to drill through any part of it, so I stapled a piece of leather to the back and added some little feet on the bottom. Alright, our trivets are done and I'm really happy with how all of them came out, but I'm a little partial towards the lemon one. Not because I think I made it look like a lemon, but because I really like how it's a little bit thicker and just more substantial, and I really like the color of the cherry on this. As far as the apple goes, this was a good project to practice freehand routing on, and I think I did pretty good, and whatever mistakes I did make are kind of hidden by all the grain in this oak anyway, so. All in all, these were quick and easy to make. I was able to finish all of them in one day, and this is something that you can personalize and makes a perfect gift for any friend or family member. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite, and we put out a new video every week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you're interested in any of the tools or supplies that I used in this video, I'll make sure to leave links in the description below. We're now Amazon affiliates, so anytime you hit those links and make a purchase, a little bit of that goes back to our shop. If you'd like to join our team, make sure to hit the Patreon link in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, be safe, and have a great day.